And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Takes a handoff. It's Haynes. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Knight. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Auburn sends out the unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Rebels are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down there. This is softening them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Rebels! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge game.
Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Knight. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the pressure. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is currently ahead of this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 4 over Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to...
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Going to the running game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. He's got it down the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands. It's Sherrill. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The inside handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Bringing the heat. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw at Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now adjusting. Grab near the marker. It's Craver.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time. Caught in the backfield, it's Odom. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard sneaks ahead. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even sneaks it into the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Makes it past the marker. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Henderson. He's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, man, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Handoff to the lone back. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call. And everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Got a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Unloads quickly, and the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Dropping back, it's Knight. Snagged out of the air. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw. It's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Tigers are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up in this 3rd down play. He'll keep it on the sneak. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He rifles one deep to the left. Complete downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still... We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Kane. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Spins away from the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pocket breaking down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Griffin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Griffin. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating when you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in down the middle. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.